For viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everybody. My name is Baylor Vance, and welcome back to Baylor's Plays, which I think we're calling that now. B&B Tavern Shows, good shows. We're here once again with the good fine folks of the United Kingdom, and my voice is cracking already. It's an exciting episode because things are happening. We're fighting people. We're fighting for our lives. Hang on, everybody. So, with that being said, hanging on, you definitely should go check out Cognitive Merchant, which they are here right now. Hello.
Hey!
We're here with the bloodthirsty puppet crew, Volley and Thirsty. And Blood.
Yo!
Blood.
Go!
And together we are some blades of some sort, or questioning our parents' marriage. My parents' marriage, specifically. Who knows? But for all intents and purposes, do you guys have anything you want to say to the fine people? Like anything coming up that's like, oh, this thing.
Yeah, we're gonna be having another little sale on dice bags next week. So by all means, come and check out our website and whatnot. But the dice bags are going to be going out for £15 each. They're real leather, all custom, kind of nice things to keep your treasure in. And we should have some more DM kits up to show people as well by next week.
And you may be able to get some of those dice bags soon on our Twitch.
Yes, you will.
It's exciting. Bloodthirsty, you got any cool stuff going on, fams?
Yes. I don't know what. Yes. Well, we always stream on a Friday night, apart from this Friday night because I'm on holiday. But that may not make a difference. I don't know when the episode's coming out. Yeah, we stream on our channel on a Friday night. But also, me and Thirsty and Tech Puppet are going to be at Reunicon on September 2nd, which is an RPG convention in Brighton. So if you're around and available, come and check it out. It's going to be awesome. And we are showcasing our space setting and an additional setting as yet unreleased.
I need to get to one of these UK conventions. I need to just visit the UK in general. I need to see you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to see you guys. We need to become Earl friends. Or IRL.
Earl.
There's, aside from the thousands of miles issue, there's the hundreds of miles issue also.
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys literally on the other sides?
Yeah, but we have
Top and bottom.
cards. It's fine.
Although in October we are going to be less than an hour from your location, so we should come up and say hi on the Friday night.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's totally do like some special thing where you guys are all together and I'll just eat alone.
That
can be arranged.
Yep.
We'll all stream live from a nice restaurant together and watch you eat some ramen.
Yeah.
And you're sitting at home eating pretzel chips.
Yeah, well, they're good. They're great with hummus. They're like high class. But speaking of good, they're in a good situation right now. They have the enemy surrounded. But let's recap on how they did that last episode. So to begin, we had our first ever episode. They found out that they had to escort these two Goliaths from a different kingdom, discussing militaristic plans that may be able to end this war within 3 months. And now they are running in. They did their surveillances, did great rolls. If you want to check out last episode, they did. And their perception checks were great, guys. So anyways, with their perception checks, allowed them to have the Goliaths that they were escorting in a hostage negotiation, as well as they found people trying to fix a chimney, though they didn't have any of the tools necessary to do that. So they kind of just sort of did the math and went like, okay, these guys are assassins. And now, in this Thirsty Heart Tavern, in the room is Shadow Step, Growmore, and Ducky. And on the other side of the door to this room is 3 infantrymen that were supposedly from the kingdom, but apparently are traitors, going after Scales right now. So, with that, we did initiative ahead of time. You are greeted. So, with the top of the initiative, I'm going to say, who has the natural 20? It's Scales!
That would be me.
So, in front of you, in a straight line, is 3 infantry people.
Are they quite close together?
Yeah, they're actually just 5 feet apart from each other. Actually, no, they're not even 5 feet apart. They're literally right next to each other.
Okay, then I step quite close to them, but still shocked that they've just turned on me. And Scales just goes, "Oh, shit!" and releases and releases his Dragonborn breath at them, which is a 15-foot cone of fire. They all need to make me a dex save, please.
All right, what's the DC?
I'm just figuring that out. Of 12.
Of 12. Okay, well, with a 0 dex mod, let's see how they do. Fail. 17.
Okay. So the ones that fail take full damage. The one that succeeded takes half damage.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, 10.
Okay, 10.
10 damage.
Alright, so... Great. Fantastic. So then the other one will take 5. Alright.
Yeah, and as my kind of interact, I'll pull out my rapier as well.
Yep.
And I stand my ground. Because I'm picturing it, I'm in the stairwell, right? Like, kind of by the stairs.
No, you guys are actually, like, you guys are all on, like, the balcony that leads to the doors of the rooms and stuff like that.
Am I? Because I came back down those stairs, didn't I? I came back through the door that we came through.
So, like, you came back through the door that was on the roof, so you came downstairs, and then there's, like, 3 levels.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna try and step back a little bit to just try and funnel them together if I can.
Without going on the stairs, you can back up about 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a very close quarters area.
And
that'll be your turn?
Yes.
Alright, so with that, Scales puffing his chest out and blowing the house down. Not literally, though. What type of damage does your dragon do?
It was fire.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so there's a bit of flames catching on sort of like the protective rail that is on the side for the people of the balconies, and there's some tapestry catching on fire. But the first 2 people in the front took the bullet for the third guy, and they are looking pretty crisp. Not dead yet, but their skin tone has changed to a very charred skin.
Good.
So, with that,
Yeah.
Is that going to be your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Ducky.
Alright, so there are 2 of these guards holding 2 of the ambassadors, is that right? Or is it 3 guards holding 3 ambassadors?
2 guards, 1 holding an ambassador each.
Alright, I'm gonna... are they holding our, like, military advisor as well?
Yeah, the ambassador and the military advisor.
Alright, so because the military advisor is, ours, I am...
No. The military, it's the other kingdom's military advisor. The military advisor...
Oh, so our
is
military advisor isn't...
building, yeah.
Oh, okay. That is. Alright, in that case,
kill them all.
Yeah, military advisor. I'm gonna kill them all anyway. Ducky will look up and her eyes will, like glow a little bit purple, and her eyebrow piercing, which is her focus, begins to glow like a really bright purple, and then just these sparks will shoot out from her eyes. I'm going to cast magic missile. I'm going to aim it at the guy who is holding on to the military advisor.
Okay.
So all 3 darts are just going to go pew pew pew.
So you see, sort of shout step, you see the darts just head over your head and through, past the bed, right at the guy. Do I have to make any saving throws, or is this all just a hit?
Nope.
Okay,
It's you get hit. you
Okay.
get hit.
Oh,
That's
great.
that's
okay.
the wonderful thing of magic missile is that you can't miss. You get hit. And he
Brilliant.
takes 3 darts. He takes 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm now going to unsling my crossbow.
Uh-oh.
You say there's a bed nearby?
You said 12 damage, just to double check real quick, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The bed is... So, to give you an example, you sort of tumble rolled into the room itself. In the room, to the right, over this area is the bed. Over here is sort of like desk and table and chairs, just sort of like standard stuff like that. Shadow Step is under the bed here, and you just shot through it. And like across from the bed is the dude holding the military advisor.
Alright, wicked. I'm gonna dive behind the bed because I'm tiny and I should be able to hide pretty easy.
Yeah, you hide right next to Shadow Step. Shadow Step, you now have a hide buddy.
Yay! Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna load a homing missile into, a homing arrow into my, a homing bolt into my crossbow.
Sounds good.
And that's probably gonna be my action.
A little bit
That's it, I'm done.
overkill, but that's fine. So with that, alright, it is now one of the military people's turn. And it's the other one that is holding the ambassador. And he is, since Gromor is the only one in sight, he's going to let's see, what does he have? He's going to do nothing of that sort, but he's going to try, while holding the ambassador, to open the door and get away. So let's see here. If he's sleight of hand to see if he's able to like hold while like trying to do it in the back. He rolled a 3, not gonna happen. So he's still just trying to fiddle with like the knob on the door. And he's not doing too hot. He's trying to get away. It's just the absolute mess. The other one is gonna try as well. Absolute abysmal. They're just who hired these guys? They're trying to like kick down the door. No, there's like 4s and 3s and 9s going on here. It's nothing special, guys. You're fine. And with that, it is now Shadow Step's turn.
Okay.
These guys are a joke. Please kill them.
I am going to try and use one of my special darts.
Which one?
It'll be the Tasha's dart.
Yep. Are you okay hitting the ambassador and military advisor?
Yep.
Okay. Got it. So what's the save?
Save is 12.
Constitution?
Let me just wisdom.
Wisdom. Got it.
Oh, sorry. DC is 15. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Fail. No. So everybody but the military advisor fails.
Excellent. So they're all falling about laughing then.
Yeah, and the military advisor sort of just hops and rolls over the bed and just kind of like gets back away very quickly. Meanwhile, they're just having an old laugh over there. The ambassador and the R2 infantry dudes that were holding him hostage, and they could sort of drop they're just laughing right now.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I can do at the moment. I can't tie him up in this round, so.
Okay, with that, who is Gromor? Nicely done.
Excellent. Right. So we have some chuckling idiots.
Yep.
Excellent. I'm
I
going
heard that
to.
crack. Ooh.
Dude.
Please.
I'm going to. Filthy traitors. Can't even open a door. I'm just going to wade on over and.
Yep.
I'm going to avail one of them of my rapier's point.
Okay. Go ahead. You have advantage because they're on the ground laughing.
Huzzah! One would think one couldn't fail at this. 19. Yes.
Yes, absolutely that hits.
Thank God. 19. In fact, 22. Okay. 10.
Right.
It's a nice solid 10.
You just sort of take the rapier and just sort of like just slowly ever push it down, pass it through the floorboard, just sort of like putting a tack on a piece of paper on the floor. Just like right into one of the guys. Totally just like it's just like
Silence, buffoon!
it's absolutely gruesome. The guy's dead. He will never see his family again. So with that, it's okay. He's an NPC, guys. Don't worry. And with that, is there anything else you would like to do?
Possibly just continue to throw scorn on them.
Fair enough. There's only one guy.
Maybe-
Scorn should be the name of your weapon.
Scorn.
You're the kind of guy who would name his weapons.
I don't know, wit.
Yeah.
So I can go, I have a rapier wit.
Oh God.
Ugh.
I should give you disadvantage on your next roll for that. Anyway, so one's going to come up to you. So the next one is going to come up at Scales and try to attack and actually do something for once, for in his reasonable abysmal life.
He will regret it.
He will probably. 6 doesn't hit, I assume.
Nope.
Okay. Well. Nope. The other
You
one,
silly thought.
the other one's just kind of gonna root for his buddy in the back. He can't really reach you guys. He's gonna open the door and enter the hotel room, and he sees you guys, and he's gonna try to attack you, Growmore.
How dare you?
Well, does a 7 hit?
Ah! I catch it handily on my shield.
You do.
Or
You
I just
actually.
slap it. I slap it aside scornfully with my rapier.
You bitch slap it away.
Yeah.
Just like, what is this? Get out of here. Anybody else want to try something? Yeah, the other guy's gonna try to come into the room and attack you. 18?
Swine. Yes.
Alright, so it does hit. Alright.
Yeah.
First hit, first damage to the team of the game. The entire
I
series.
fell through a chair. I fell through a chair and took damage.
Oh yeah, that's true. 6 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And with that, back at the top of the initiative with Scales.
Scale said, "Oh, you little shit! I'm going to destroy you!" And he's going to take he's going to take a swipe with his rapier at him.
Yep.
21,
Yeah, that hits.
and it is a D8 damage. Let me find a D8 with 8 points of piercing damage.
So with that, you kind of just like you kind of go like you sort of push him to the side, grab the rapier, and just stick him to the wall, and look at the opponent and just point at him, just like sort of WWF style.
with and maybe add a little prestidigitation, make my eyes just glow fiery red.
Yeah. You got like fire emanating. Like, I'm coming for you. I'm the Undertaker. Kind of stuff. Meanwhile, this guy is like, his friends like, just wait, like, what the fuck just happened? Did you just push him to the side and stab him? Okay, well, this is my life now.
Don't mess with the best, you little fucker.
Oh, Jesus. With that, is there anything else you would like to do, Scaled?
Yes, I
like to eat his body.
Yeah. No, I will. I will. Can I see any of my teammates around?
No, they're all in the room.
Can I hear them destroying things?
Yeah, you can. You can hear a lot of laughter as well.
It
It sounds like they're having a whale of a time in there.
Awesome. And I just say, like with a shrill, almost operatic voice, like, oh! I shout out to Ducky and just say, "Aim for the eye!" and give her inspiration. I did not know I could get my voice that high. I'm quite proud of myself.
I assume it's a D6, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of post-production work. Putting that in
That was
Audition.
beautiful.
That was a good job.
That was beautiful.
You get a fate die for that.
Awesome.
Ducky, let's see. Well, let's see whose turn it. Yeah, Ducky, it is your go.
Okay, having heard this wonderful tone of inspiration, Ducky's going to. She's gonna stand up. She's gonna because she's hiding behind the bed, so I want to climb up onto the bed so I can see everything a bit better.
Yeah,
who looks?
You hop on the bed and just see everybody on the floor laughing.
Can I see anyone in the doorway? Because I know that there were people coming through it.
You see the guy that. So let's see. You see one guy, sort of like looking terrified of Scales and looking a little bit burnt.
Okay. Having heard this wonderful sound of inspiration, Ducky is going to hold the crossbow to one side and just point her finger out like a gun, like pew pew, and a small bolt of fire flies out. I'm going to hit him in the back of the head with it. So I'm going to do firebolt.
Okay.
So I need to do a
Would that be
spell
fire
attack.
at the front of the head?
I want it to come out. If I kill him, I want it to come out through the front of his face, because that would be rad.
Well, the way it's angled, you see is the front of him, not the back of him.
I can only add this to attack die, to attack rolls.
Yes.
Or can I add it? Yeah, it's just attack rolls. All right.
Yeah, just attack rolls at the moment.
I roll them in both. Fuck it. Well, I really need an off because I rolled a 19 plus a 1. That's a 20 plus my resolution, which is a 13. I think. Nope, not a 13. Just a 5, 3, 8, 11. Basically 28.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Sweet. Excellent.
Sure. Fuck
Are you
that
sure
guy.
you don't
Fuck
want to
that guy on
do
the horse he rode in?
It's double the AC. Pretty sure it hits.
And that's for 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage?
Yep.
How do you want to kill this?
I would like the fireball to go through the back of his head and come out through his eyes. Because he said go for the eyes.
You somehow magically shoot the fireball, just sort of like, and it does like a boomerang effect, like, so it's like the guy dodges, like, haha, I missed it, and it's like, and then you just see it just like pop out both of his eyes and just like, it just comes out of both of the eye sockets and loses his eyes, and he just sort of topples on the floor dead. There's a pool of blood.
I wait.
coming
I
out.
assume I can see him now. Can I now see Scales?
That's
Yeah.
amazing!
You're
I
welcome.
assume these boiling eyes burst all over my shield.
No, fortunately, this was in the corridor that goes into the room, so it missed.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So,
I was like specifically the person at the door because that's the one that Scales is nearest to.
we'll say out of initiative, Scales comes into the room. All there's left is really just the guy laughing.
I'd like to take this opportunity to let a high-pitched whistle.
Ow.
Some would BS like that. And I'm going to call for No Regret to come in and aim, like as the bird comes flying in, aim at Greymoor and let's Ygritte do the thing she does best with her beak.
So, all right, go ahead and you do a peck of healing word. As you guys see before you see come through the balcony inward a egret.
Yep.
And it's this type of bird that you find in my hometown of New Orleans, Louisiana, and it's basically this tall, white like bird with like a giraffe neck. That's like maybe it's about like maybe this tall. It's about like, it's not a very big bird, and it just swoops in and it lands on you, Growmore, on your shoulder, and it just sort of boops your head, and you feel a surge of healing come from it.
3. Yeah, 3 hit points back.
You get 3 hit
That
points
was
back
bloody
after. Is this the first time actually they know about no egrets?
Possibly.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
it's also, I think also written that this is the fattest bird known to man. It's not delicate in any way. This is an exceptionally fat bird because I don't know how to train it. So I just keep feeding it.
So this colossal seabird that's just landed on my shoulder, like, considering that I'm only like 3'6", and this is the fattest seabird I've ever seen, like, is there now an issue with balance?
Make a dexterity save
No.
to see if you can
Does
shift
this have to
your
be with the
body.
disadvantage you mentioned earlier?
No.
Screw it, it is now.
All
It is
right,
now.
fine. All right.
9.
You, it's not that hard. You shift your body weight enough, but you're like, oh, for a second. So now you're out of initiative. There's one guy laughing. The ambassador's laughing. The military advisor's just like, what the hell just happened? And there's a fat bird healing people with pecs.
Yeah, can I step up to the one remaining living and laughing enemy?
Yeah.
I pull my lyre off from my back.
That's true.
Start to play a little note, and as I do, the strings come flying out of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I would like to try to imprison him with my lyre.
Sure, what do I have to make?
I will have to double check that. We have it written down somewhere.
You make a dex save.
While he's incapacitated on the floor laughing.
Yeah.
So he needs to make a dex save.
He'll do it with his advantage because he's laughing.
Yeah, and it'll be a DC of 12.
I don't even see a double digit on the dice, so you're fine.
So he's now grappled and imprisoned for the day.
Yep.
Can we, just because I'm not totally sure of the mechanics of it, while he's like that, can we still question him?
You gotta wait for the laughing to sort of die out, which will take like another 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It won't minute.
Okay, fair enough. Good thing we wrote that down, because I totally kept track of that. Anyways, so after a little bit, you wait a little bit, and the laughing dies down. He's just now he's in that, after you laugh so hard, you kind of try to catch your breath kind of thing. He's at that stage right now.
You want to question it?
Yeah. I give Gromot a bit of a nudge to come over with me.
I take no off of his shoulder because they would just look not intimidating at all.
With an idea of what's coming, I put away my rapier and put my shield on my back and just get my 2 hand axes out.
Yeah, good idea.
I'm going to.
I might have a few ideas.
Yeah, I'm literally like nudging him to come over with me for added intimidation. I then step up to this gentleman that's on the floor and has only just stopped laughing. I put my dragonborn face quite close to his, pull back my lips so he can see all my sharp teeth, and I just say, with as much spittle as possible,
Spittle?
spittle everywhere, just, so I suggest you tell us who sent you.
Kind of just goes
I
like,
make
ugh,
no-
oh my god, ugh.
No attempt to wipe his face
He's
whatsoever.
like, oh, it's like,
prestidigitation
I'm a
to make it warm.
germaphobe.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that this is just like a really slow waterboarding.
That's a good way of looking at it. With that, so you asked him who sent him?
Yeah.
It says, I'm not allowed to say who sent me.
If you do not say, you will seriously regret this. Okay?
Oh, that got in my mouth, some of it.
Ducky has
He's
to walk
grappled
away.
behind
She's trying
Mike,
not
his
to
face.
laugh.
At this point, I'll attempt to sort of to aid my compatriot in his intimidating efforts by thwacking the guy in the knee with the backside of an axe.
Oh, okay. Roll a
Yeah,
strength.
just like the metal top, but not the
Yeah.
blade.
Roll a strength check. See how hard you
Intimidate.
just like whap it.
10.
Kind of like you kind of hit him in like not sensitive areas, so you're like, "Bah," and he's like, "Was that really supposed to be harmful?"
The second he starts to take the mick, Scales just gets his face even closer and says, "Okay, it's time to bring out the big guns if you're not going to give up the information. 1 second." My face moves out of his view. I move down to his feet. I take off his boot, and I collar over like shadow step. I beckon her over.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't like where this is going.
as Shadow Step gets closer, I put a hand just on her shoulder, and I whisper quietly, "I'm very, very sorry about this. Please don't kill me." And I pull out just a very quick tuft of hair. Just off her shoulder, and then I back away, but then I proceed to start to run it up and down his foot.
You
Roll
broke
me-
the DM. Good job.
roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay. I was waiting to say, roll me a tickle check. Do you have proficiency in tickle?
Uh,
That's between you and your head, mate.
I will ask
That's it.
you later tomorrow.
That's an 18 on the die.
Okay.
So let me just see what I have on sleight of hand.
What the fuck?
So 20. 20 altogether.
Okay, he laughs uncontrollably.
I keep, every now and again, I stop and I go, "I suggest you tell us."
This is
So dignified and awesome.
This is real torture technique.
he says oh, you think it's just a bit of a tickling, mate? He's gonna make me tell you who my boss is.
And the second I carry on tickling.
Alright, so the ambassador and the military advisor are sort of standing in a corner over there, just watching you guys do this. They're kind of like wondering, it's just like, so when are we going to be taken there? This is like, when are we? So I understand this is your job, but we have a job too, and we need to get there. We're thankful that you saved our lives, and these guys are such wusses, but we kind of had a meeting. As that is being said, you do hear your military advisor come in with guards, going like, just like running upstairs and just like going, and they come up in here and they go like, "What the hell happened?"
Well, you see, they were attacked by a bunch of assassins, and they were being held hostage. Now, thanks to some imaginative uses of fire and attacking from shadows, and just ham-fisting your way in there.
Oh yeah, you are smelling a lot of smoke, and you do see some of the tapestry still slowly catching on fire, but it's being doused out now by some local druids.
So, yeah, we saved the life, and now we have one of them held captive, which was really smart, keeping someone alive, I guess. And now we're trying to find out who sent them and how many more people there might be. So I actually wouldn't recommend moving right now because we know this room is secure.
I swear, just give us 5 more minutes. We'll have it out of him. And at that point...
That's fine. You can, he looks at you just sort of like, fucking scales. And just sort of like, he goes like, alright, fine, whatever. Are you guys alright? He's like, yes, we're fine. It was a bit weird, but they protected us. They did their job. Fair enough. You're fine for today. But we have a talk after this burning. Control your fire breath, mister. And then he like beckons the other two to be escorted with him, and then they go to separate, like one of the VIP like meeting rooms in the Thirsty Heart, and they just go ahead and start discussing there. So you guys are left in the room with just you 4 and the guy.
Scales again puts his face quite closer after stopping tickling for a second and says, "You have one last chance before it gets really nasty. Tell me, or I step away. And if I step away, you deal with him." And I point to Gromor.
And my axes.
And my axes.
I use minor illusion to make the axes glow like a really dark menacing red and drip blood, because that'd be fucking rad.
Roll me an intimidation check, Gromor, with advantage.
I should mention I'm really bad at this. 5. I look.
Oh my god!
That's with advantage.
Hunched over, axes pulled out,
-1.
dripping with blood, and a face of there. The most.
You mean it's like Crash Bandicoot with like 2 axes that are dripping blood?
Yeah, he's like, whoa!
Alternately, I see the axes dripping blood and I'm like, oh god!
It's like, oh god, it's all over.
Who made these dirty?
I
keep these well cleaned.
I look as innocent as possible, but since it irritates him, I'm going to keep it there.
Fair enough. So
I can see that he's not looking intimidated. So I use my rapier and I take his big toe.
Oh, you fool!
he's like, oh, damn it! Why didn't you just threaten me with actual hurting?
I'd like to give you a fair chance.
You see,
That's
after.
that's such an extreme though. And he's like kind of like just like wriggling about in bed. He's like, you went from tickling to taking off one of my limbs.
I think you'll find he did give you a chance.
And just remember, you have 9 others.
Yes,
Which is a really
I can do
safe
math.
At this point, I walk over and I'm just like, you fool! You always take the right thumb. Thunk.
Did you just take the right thumb?
Yeah. Yeah, you take the right thumb because it makes them useless.
Oh, okay.
A right-handed man can no longer hold a sword without a right thumb. People used to cut them off to avoid military service.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mental.
Yeah, there was actually a specific law against it in ancient Rome. People who had their right thumb cut off were like heavily fined.
Wow.
Wow. Well, the more you know with Thirsty. So with that, he said he screams out the name Markyval.
Monkey ball?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I think he said monkey ball.
Monkey balls?
Yes, monkey ball. I
That's
don't know
possibly
whether
the
it's a
weirdest, like,
kind of appetizer.
the weirdest exclamation.
Markyval.
I'm sorry, you may have to slow that down. You may have to explain what this, like, outcry is actually. What the hell is monkey balls?
It's not monkey ball. It's Markyval.
Well, what the hell is that? That's the weirdest exclamation. Normally it's like, oh god, my thumb, not markable.
I was giving you fucking answer.
Darky's just gonna like lean in. He's like, I'm well aware of this, but I'm trying to give you an easy way to give us more information without you losing any more thumbs.
He's the person. They're the person that hired me.
Where would we find this person?
You want to go? They hang out at a tavern called Morgan Canaan's Mess Hall.
Say that again.
They hang out in a tavern called Morgan Canaan's Mess Hall. It's run by a dude named Morgy Morg.
Do we know where that is?
Make a history check.
Oh, balls.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, natural 20.
18.
So that makes it 20.
Morgy Morg is weird.
I know all of the parts.
Morgy Morg's weird. He basically turned his magnificent mansion into a mess hall. He turns it into a tavern, and then he sort of teleports to a different city each day. So it doesn't stay in one place. So sometimes he stays extra days here because it's a major kingdom, but it's totally like on the fence of like if he's here or not. But that's probably one of the reasons why Markyval goes to it, is because you're always not in the same place.
So is it in town at the moment?
Are you asking him or are you asking me?
I'm asking him.
I'm inquiring against my knowledge of local pubs.
He says,
Considering I had a drink rather than breakfast. this
Unless would we know that whether it is in town right now or not?
you would have no idea.
Okay.
So with that being said, though, he says, he says, I don't actually know if it's here now or not. I assume probably, don't know. Fuck, that hurts. God.
Who were you supposed to report back to?
A man named Shia LaBeouf.
She leans in, is like, are you fucking kidding me?
No. There's a cannibal
really
that works
fine.
in the black market named Shia LaBeouf.
Amazing. He works where? In the market?
He works in the black market. But he hangs out a lot in Morgy Morg.
Uh-huh.
Seems like we will have to pay this man a visit. Let's hand this guy over and just have him locked away. That way I can get my lyre back.
Yes, let's dispense with this scum.
Yeah, Scales calls in the guards.
They said, yes, sir.
Okay, I'm about to release this prisoner. Surround him. Find him. Take him away. And I I reach down I wait until they've surrounded him properly,
Okay.
and I the strings that are binding him, I pluck them, as in
Yep.
to play them
Yep. You play
in a certain order, and they uncurl and go back up into my lyre.
Yep. And
Done.
there you go. So mic drop, lyre drop.
Liar drop moment. Pang!
We're done.
Oh shit! It's broken. Oh no!
So no. Does anybody have repair? What would you guys like to do? You guys are officially off duty. That was your mission for the day.
Should we go back to our rooms and relax and maybe speak to Macaire and let him know that the mission was a success?
All right. Is there anything you would like to do before you head back?
Just go to the ambassadors, wish them a good trip, because Scales is the kind of little ambassador of our group. So he just wants to wish them good luck and hopes and says that I hope you enjoy our city and have a good time. And I leave them a list of some like the better
Tourist destinations.
the better known establishments. Yeah, the better known establishments in the area.
The ambassador just looks at the list and sort of gives a big grin and bows, and shakes your hand, and he says, "If we can show you around town, please let me know. You are more than welcome to my kingdom."
I'm sure we will at some point.
Very well.
Cool.
I just bow as I'm walking backwards and leave.
Have a good day, my friend. And then he sort of turns around and he just goes speaking with the military advisor, just sort of discussing about your. They sort of like are doing like they're talking about it and sort of doing like makeshift like tickling, just sort of like going like what was that? So with that, you guys head on back, and you are. You guys can rest up in any way you want, and with that rest, you guys take a long rest, or not a long rest. You take a short rest, and we will take a quick, like 5-10 minute break to just handle some stuff, and then we will go back, resuming our regular scheduled program. So, while we're doing this break, even though it is not live stream and we're probably going to just edit it to just jump to the right thing right away, take a moment to take yourself a break and go check out Cognitive Merchant right now. Buy a thing. Do it. You won't regret it. Your life will be transformed in every way, shape, or form. Literally like the DM kits. Because they morph. It's like a Transformer kit. Did you like Legos when you were kids? Well, they did a lot fucking better. So they can do it good. Anyways, and also check out Bloodthirsty Puppets because they're great. Anyway, so we'll be back after 10 minutes. We're Shyla back, and we're
Can you take disadvantage on your next roll?
Pun damage.
It's so shit.
Oh.
and this is how bad of a DM I am. My players are telling me to get a disadvantage. So with that being said, you guys are resting up. You took a short rest. You're like, okay, we did our job unconventionally, but it was our job done. You guys are free for the day. What you guys would like to do is up to you. Your work has been reported already.
Do you guys fancy following up on the dude? Shia LaBeouf?
And Moggy.
Morgie.
Morg.
Yeah, we might as well find out if the Marvel's
so-
mess is there.
Yeah.
We need to get paid first, I think. I don't remember how much it was.
Do we just get paid via Macaire?
Yep.
Oh, we'll get paid either way, but we can go get the money first if you want, and then head over. Sure.
Let's ask the world this question. How exactly do we get paid?
Are we on salary? Do they pay us per job? I feel like we probably should have asked this before we accepted the position, but
So
It's
you
the
guys,
army. You don't get asked.
There is no salary per se, but however, there is sort of like they give you some spending money to get like groceries and whatnot to stay at the penthouse. But also on top of that, they do pay you on top of that for like contractual jobs. So that was a contractual job, and you guys will receive later today a sack of 5,000 gold for the job.
what? Okay. Wow.
Not going to question that.
5G incoming. Actually, I need to put 5,000 go otherwise because G means nothing in this world. Okay.
GP. Do we have a Macaire signal anywhere? Some way to contact him?
Do we just like put a beer mug in the window?
A signal, like you know where his office is. You can go speak to him.
Yeah.
Do we prefer the beer mug in the window idea?
I'll make that my first errand then. Scales will make that his first errand, just to go and inform him that the job is done and we'd really like that payment as soon as possible because we're gonna go follow up, and it's a moving tavern where throwing a little cash around might facilitate things.
Right. Okay, so is it just going to be you, Scales, or is anybody else going to go with Scales to speak with Morgan? Not Morgan.
I want money. I want money, so I'll be going with.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Oh, are we all going? Like, just dive to his office. Give us your money.
I don't trust the gnome or the tall ones to bring me back all my money.
What? You look at me with such suspicion. I would never short you on money. That's one thing I take very seriously. It's one thing I take very seriously.
First short change joke of the season.
Alright. Get the memes ready, folks. It's about to get real. So with that being said, you guys go ahead and go to Makir's office. You guys ask around. Sometimes you need a reminder of where Makir's office is, but you manage to get there in time. It takes you about maybe 5 minutes, and you get there to the front office of Makir. Makir's door to the front office. If you guys would like to knock. Hello?
Hello, Sir Makir. It's Scales and the Baylor's Blades. We're here to just give you a little report.
Oh, yes, come in. Come in.
Push open the door.
You open, it's just packed in piles of papers. Good lord. Just a bunch of like information files just strewn about. You don't even know how he's able to tell which pile's which. But you guys do find to manage him, to see him, and he kind of is also like using a chair, but the chair is also surrounded by like piles of paper, so it's almost like he has to get up on the desk to go to get off.
Is there any other in the room?
Anybody who what? No, it's just Makir.
Any other chairs in the room?
No, well, if there are, there's just covered in piles of paper.
Burn it! Scales will go over to one of the chairs with the piles of paper on and just start wriggling into it like nesting.
Please don't. That's a memory thing. That's a thing I do and have in my head, that I know that pile lives there because it's moved ever so slightly in that direction with that chair.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
We thwarted the assassination of the ambassador, and There is a prisoner that we took that you could question more, but we did get some information about him, and we
Yes, what
we're going to
information
try-
did you receive? And he like pulls out a notebook and like quill.
Yeah, so we found that the person that she was reporting to was Morgy Morg.
No. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Markivel.
Markavol, okay.
Is that right?
I'll check my records on Markavol.
And but we wanted to follow up and try and find Morgy Morg. We feel there would be more information there, but seeing as it is a moving tavern, we thought having some spending money to throw around might do us a little good there.
He kind of sighs and sort of closes the book, does the snap like close kind of thing, and he says, "Right, understood." He kind of just like looks around through the papers. It should be over there in that corner. And he sort of points where there's like a bunch of piles of papers, and there's like a couple of sacks. Like some of those sacks of paper. One of those sacks have gold pieces. I don't know which one though.
Ooh, money! I'm gonna go bound over to the sacks. I'm gonna find which one has money in it.
It's just one sack with all the 5,000 gold pieces.
Excellent. Am I able to move this bag?
Make a strength-
5,000 gold, I think it's actually quite heavy.
Make a strength check.
Oh, shit, wrong the rogue die. 16.
Slightly. You can sort of do like the and then put it back down to rest for a second, like, and just like slowly edge it across. You can do it in short spurts.
Excellent.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
I help with that weight by taking out my own poincus and scooping in my share.
Fair enough. How much is that share?
1250.
Yes. That amount.
Sure. All right. The load is lightened a little bit, but still, Ducky, it might be a little bit hard.
I think we all do that. Yeah,
I think this premature sharing is a very good idea.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you needed apart from your money, of course?
More money.
Well, just in the local area, do you know of any apothecaries and potion sellers?
Yes, I do actually. One that's good. It's good for locals that are experimenting with potions or just looking for the standard stuff. It's called Broth's Bottom.
Broth Bottom?
Yes.
Fabulous. I think we should definitely pay them a visit.
If you're also looking for especially unique gadgets of any kind, you should definitely check out the Silvered Unicorn.
Silvered Unicorn.
Yes.
Give me a
very-
second. Write this down.
Sure, absolutely. It's basically a unique place where they make up things on the spot for you, and the gadgets do wondrous things.
And whereabouts are these two places?
Let's see. They're about maybe from the fort here. They're about maybe it's about maybe an hour's walk from here.
Bloody hell.
Okay. We'll have to see if either of these are on the way to Morgy Morg.
Well, Morgy Morg is sort of fickle. It's an approved establishment here. Has clean bill of health and everything, but it's kind of just he jumbles around a lot. It's very hard to keep track of it, man. It's very crazy.
What about the black market? Do you know where that is?
Black market is about, let's see. From this fort, it's about 3.5 hours northwest of here. It is sort of like 3 hours. So basically, it's sort of 3.5 hours across from the kingdom itself. It's in one of the lower districts. We've been keeping tab of it sort of moderately, but the war's really been distracting us a lot, so they kind of been getting away with a couple of things that we really wish we'd been able to take care of, but we've been so focused, if you know.
Please, tell us about these things.
I assume one of them is the fact it's a black market? If you tolerate it, it's a grey market. And if you let it exist, it's no longer a black market at all.
We don't let it exist, but it's a crime organization that has their hands so deep in that it's kind of been difficult to take care of on top of it's like sort of handling a sort of it's a non-traditional war. It's something we would have to focus on, invest in to clear out and eradicate altogether, so it's been very difficult lately, trying times and all that. But what would you want to do with the black market? Are you thinking about shopping there?
World question. Would it be feasible that Ducky would know anything about the black market?
Sure do. Yeah, you know a little bit about the black market. You've done a couple of jobs there before you joined the military.
Cool. I keep that to myself, but it's just good to know.
There is a person of interest there named Shia LaBeouf, and we wish to have let's say, a strong conversation with this man.
Right. I'm so stupid. All right.
Just unreal.
I know, it's great. All right, Shia LaBeouf. We've been trying to track down that bastard for years.
So, is there some contractual coin for this mission then?
15,000 gold if you can get the man.
Oh, that sounds more than reasonable.
Does he need to be alive or is dead? Preferable.
No, dead is probably preferable, actually. We don't need to ask a crazy man why he's eating people.
Okay.
How much of him do you need to pay out?
Yeah, like
we need to know. We need some descriptive body part of his, so that way we know it's not just some dude you just cut the hand off of.
How dare you? We'd never consider doing something like that.
Meanwhile,
Has anyone described his genitals?
Would a toe or a
Easier to carry than a head.
Make a persuasion check, I guess.
Um,
That's what you're asking.
Eight.
I'll say this: one of his tattoos are. One of his hands have a tattoo on it. If you can at least get that one, that will do.
And what race is this Thia LaBeouf?
He's a human.
Okay.
The tall ones.
Human variant, yes.
Okay, so if we go and dispatch this Thia LaBeouf,
Yes.
and maybe gain a little more information, what other things would need to be done around the black market that you have a problem with?
Find some more information about who the head of the dragons are, because I'm pretty sure if you can find who the head of the organization is, then we can start by going from the root up and taking care of this organization. So that way we can sort of expend our mercenaries and our troops to be able to take care of this, because we've been hiring mercenaries more than not to do this, because sort of fighting fire with fire is fighting untraditionally and unconventionally, and mercenaries tend to fight unconventionally as opposed to traditional military trained soldiers. So we need people that think outside the box. So perhaps you may be the answer to our question. As far as information about Shia LaBeouf, I could probably tell you from the records we've had of him in the past. He used to be an actor at the Misread Theater. But he was an awful actor, and that's one of the reasons why he sort of turned to this life of crime.
A sudden transformation, as it were.
Yeah, it's a transition. So he switched to what he called this kind of thing theater.
Theatre? I thought theatre with a thought or a term.
I don't know. He's a weird fellow, isn't he? He eats people. So just that's one location I can think, and then I've been told that he also looks around and he also hangs about in Morgy Morg. To sum it up in better terms, outside of D&D, he's literally like a Jack the Ripper.
Yeah,
almost, except he just eats people.
And he may also know where Morgy Morg will appear if he's somebody that goes there regularly.
Well, I mean, Morgy Morg is he has no dirt on anything, so he's just, you can talk to him anytime as long as you find the Morgy. If you find Morgan Kane's mess hall, Morgy Morg is there.
But I mean, Shia LaBeouf may, if Shia LaBeouf is a regular there, he may know where it will appear. So that we can get to it.
Yes, absolutely. That's probably a good idea and good thinking on your part. So you might want to follow him to his headquarters, then he might have some information there. So see if you can find him, track him, and then kill him at his home.
Just one more question before we go. Is the... I can't read my own writing now. The... Broth's Bottom? The posting stop?
The Broth Bottom?
Or the Silvered Unicorn. Are either of those on the way to the black market? Like in the same direction?
Silvered Unicorn, for sure. Don't know about the Broth Bottom. It's in that general area, but I think it would be a little more out of the way. Silvered Unicorn's more directly there.
Okay. I think that'll be worth a little stop on the way. Shall we go?
Yep.
Scales
Sounds
just
good
look
to me.
for confirmation around the room, and then as soon as everybody's kind of give him the little nod of let's go, he stands up, twirls around with his like coat and stuff just flaring out everywhere, and completely and utterly minces through the door.
You knock out some of the papers piles while you just sort of dramatically flare out.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What the?" And it's just like, the door slams when he says the F word. Just classic cinematic censoring. And as you do that, you guys are currently are you guys going to go ahead and start making your way to the black market, or how would you like to do this? Because there's a way like you can take a horse and carriage and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would prefer to do that, I think. Save on time and legwork.
Yeah, should we take a horse and carriage there?
Yeah.
To the black market.
A horse and carriage, horse and cart, whatever. Darling, if it's a scale, then it will goddamn be a carriage.
We've just been paid thousands of gold. Of course we can get a fucking carriage.
Wait, we want to... Just pretend for a moment that I need clarification on what's going on. Are we wanting to get a horse and cart to the black market?
We
want to announce the fact that we have riches to a black market where all sorts of dodgy things go down, so I hear.
Well, we could maybe pull up...
We can stop off
before we get to the black market and walk the rest, but we want to make the journey and stop off at the Silvered Unicorn as well.
Okay. So long as we don't actually go to the black market in a horse and cart. there's some pretty dicey looking people who look like we have money. So I'm told they're most likely to, try and rob us and take us for the fools that you may appear to be. So we want to be really careful about that.
Oh, shit. Well,
We might need to try and blend in with the.
yes.
Yeah.
If-
No offense, you guys look really clean.
So maybe a tiny golden scaled creature might draw a little attention then.
Not so much the scales, just more the fact that you all look very clean and respectable and not like murdering thugs at all. So you might need to work on our image, I'm just saying.
Does that mean I'll have to wear drab clothing?
Shadow jumped into the that's rolling around.
See, she's getting the idea.
Scales looks really like crestfallen and sullen. He's just like,
Oh, sorry.
As Shadow sees that, she just grabs a bunch of dirt and throws it at Scales.
So somehow
That's for the hair.
his bottom jaw that already makes him has a lisp seems to jut out even further with just a big hurt on it.
Well, we don't need to look dirty before we go to the Silvered Unicorn, but definitely afterwards.
I'm committing to the cause.
Okay, so shall we go find a horse and cart?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure, you can take one of the wagons. You could take one of the military carriages. You could also take one of the open wagons as well.
Just take
Something less conspicuous looking.
yeah, one that looks like your average Joe might, or like your average farmer might have.
Yeah, there's a open wagon cart that has benches on the sides.
Yeah,
That'll work.
definitely not the
Like,
military one.
properly like the crappy old like busted cart from the beginning of Skyrim.
Yeah, that one.
Pretty much.
Exactly that.
Yeah, we could roll up to the black market in that. They'd just be like, they bought a mule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who gives a?
Yeah, that would be far less conspicuous.
Yeah.
I still think we should turn up in a resplendent carriage, just be like, we got money, deal with
No.
us. But
No.
apparently
No,
that's a bad idea.
That's no. Don't do that. You need people to take you seriously, not want to mug you or kill you.
What makes people take you more seriously than money?
Weapons.
Well,
We have
let's
those
put it this: you can speak to a person and give them their money, but which is easier, killing them and taking the money, or speaking to them? Because at the end of the day, you get the money, and killing them is just far quicker. I mean, not that I would know.
Far more sweaty, dirty. Ugh.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you do pull up on a tall purple windmill with a unicorn-like top point sticking out. That's silver, and you see on the windmill painted fins the words "the silvered unicorn" on each one. And it's
Well,
just
how long have we been traveling for?
You've been traveling for about maybe 45 minutes to an hour.
Cool. Yeah, should we get out and have a wander in?
Go in, yeah.
I don't take all my gold with me because that seems really.
No. Yeah.
Where did you leave it?
I would like to find like a runner or a messenger, like before we leave.
Okay. It takes you a little while, but you see you see sort of like the fort's sort of like local mailbox for everybody, like with all the different compartments and whatnot for people. And you see one of the messengers just finishing delivering and about to step out.
Excuse me, can you hold a minute? Thank you. Sorry,
yes,
I know I missed
yes.
the post. Sorry.
No, it's fine. What's up?
Could you make a special delivery for me?
What kind of special delivery? Last time I was told something like that, I ended up 3 weeks in jail.
Well, it's just delivering this bag of stuff, and I kind of like hand over the sack. And
Uh-huh.
I need it delivered to a person.
What is containing in the sack?
If you look inside, it will contain your worst nightmare, so don't open it. But I'm willing to pay you very handsomely.
Alright, that's fair. As long as it's not illegal, I'm fine with it.
It's very legal, don't worry.
Okay. That doesn't sound very reassuring.
How does 200 gold sound assuring?
That sounds pretty reassuring.
Cool, awesome. So I need you to deliver this sack to Baracus, who's on the outside of town, and just tell me it's an anonymous donation, and he'll understand. I hope.
Okay. Sure. I guess. Then he kind of like puts it in his satchel. Well, I mean, is there any message you would like me to bring it with him?
No, just say it's an anonymous donation.
Fair enough. Will do.
Bye.
Bye. And he sort of goes off onto his horse and rides off.
Oh, no, I'll skip off and catch up to the other guys. I assume they're nearby. I assume they're not that far. We must have passed this on the way through.
Yeah. So you catch up to them. As you enter, you see crazy stuff. You see just like cloaks of different kinds emanating different energies of arcanic power. You see shields and weapons you couldn't believe. You see and you smell the variety of different cauldrons bubbling up something that's unique and different from any other potion you'll ever have in your entire life. And you see this very, very tall humanoid, 6 foot tall humanoid with like a handlebar mustache and a goatee, and sort of just like a very no hair at all, wearing like sort of wizarding tattered robe. He's like, hello.
Hello.
Hi, yes. How may I help you?
We've been told about your place by
Hopefully good
Makir.
things.
By Makir.
Oh yes, your
Yeah.
reputation is outstanding.
We've been told that you make all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh yes, I do. Make all different kinds of things. Things that help, things that fight, things that wear nicely on you, things that are good, not tasty to drink, but good for the result.
For example, could you give us some examples?
Sure thing. He pulls out a stick and says, "Who uses a hand axe around here?"
That would be
I
me.
point.
That barbarian over there.
Here, hold this.
Fair enough.
You hold up the stick. The stick it's like a normal like sort of battle handle for the thing, but like in between there's like this weird like stone that sort of is in a gap between the top end of the stick. Like there's enough for like a blade to fit in there. So like then once you hold it, 3 arcane energy shaped hand axe blades show up, and it says, "Whack it against the wall."
Okay.
You whack it against the wall, and it sticks to the wall, and it helps climb you up the wall. And it is a hand, and he says that is a hand axe of wall climbing.
Bloody hell.
And what sort of price range would that be?
That would be around 800 gold.
Okay.
Can I just have a little word in your ear? And I lean in a little closer
Yes.
and scale it. Listen,
Uh-huh.
most of my compatriots are very skilled in one way or another.
Yeah,
Some are very strong.
I'm skilled
Some
too.
are amazing casters.
Yeah.
Myself,
Uh-huh.
I am neither.
Yes.
I'm looking for something that could maybe make my actions a little quicker, so that maybe I could get the upper hand on people that we have to deal with. Something to not necessarily just increase my foot speed, but my reaction times. Do we have anything like this?
Sure do. And he pulls he goes back into like a chest that has like different accessories, like clothes accessory, and he pulls out a pair of suspenders and he says, "Put these on."
Do they look like glowing chainmail suspenders?
No, they're just normal suspenders, but they radiate some kind of arcanic glow.
I feel that this point, from an American UK point of view, needs a little clarification. Are they the kind of suspenders that hold your pants up?
Yes.
Or are they kind of suspenders that a lady in a
No! Jesus Christ.
I think it would be
tell me
funnier
the
if it was the latter.
The latter.
The latter. Come on, they hold up literal stockings. Do it. It's a suspender belt, and you hold up stockings with it. Do it.
No, it's suspenders that hold the pants up.
Okay, I'm not saying no either way, but
It's both.
I just,
Aha! A solution.
He sort of chimes in. He's like, "I have those if you prefer. They do the same thing."
no. That's fine. I've not quite got the length for the other.
Oh, fair enough.
Scales tend to pull them apart.
Fair enough.
So he Scales will.
It's just like exchanging keys.
Oh god.
So Scales asks the price of these and what exactly that they do.
Yeah. Put them on first.
I put them on.
You'll have a good chuckle.
He pulls out a dagger and throws it, and you instinctually sort of. Basically, these are the suspenders of uncanny dodge.
Oh, okay. These are dodgy suspenders. Brilliant.
For a golden man in dodgy suspenders.
I don't think we've said this before, but we do really.
I don't think he planned it to be that way.
How much for the suspenders? Also, another fun word to say with a list.
400 gold.
How much? Sorry.
400 gold.
400 gold. I give him the 400 gold, and I take out another 2 gold, and I give him a little tip as well.
Thanks much.
Anyone would think searching out syllabants to feed this guy.
This is like
Oh no, the gods of Osiris are searching out syllabants to send to Scales.
this is like social studies for me. This is like I'm learning a whole new culture. Like I never realized like suspenders meant something. All right. Anyways, yeah.
Suspenders are like hold up stockings kind of thing.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
No,
Yeah, like the belt that you. Yeah.
Right. In America, we just mainly people we associate that with like the suspenders on holding pants.
Yeah.
You know,
So what do you call the other one then?
That's
Surely
why I
they're
asked
suspenders
for clarification.
I think they're just called.
Well, as I said, we could have split the difference and made it both.
Yeah.
I say
But he keeps saying holding up pants. In the UK, pants are your underwear, your small clothes. They're not your trousers.
we'll
So
call them pants holders, anyways. So with that being said, he says, "Is there anything else you guys need? Anything else you would like to try to find? I have loads of things, loads of unique devices and gadgets."
I saw some rather nice cloaks.
Oh yes, I have some cloaks. What kind of cloak do you want?
Oh well, you're well. Unfortunately, my chainmail is a little, well, pedestrian. So I was hoping I could, generally jazz up the whole ensemble with maybe something, a bit of fur lining. Ooh, we do like that. And of course, let's not make it too long. I don't want to look like a prat.
Well, that's fair enough. He like looks around. He says, "Do you want the cloak to do anything, or you just want to look a cool looking cloak?"
Oh, don't get me wrong. If it can do something, that's a definite plus.
All right, that's fair enough. Let's see.
But I don't want
also,
a cloak that does something and looks rubbish.
I also have something for the bard if he's interested in it. I do. I have the battle axe of Anon. And he pulls out an axe guitar.
That's amazing. Let me.
Anon, the god of metal and forge. It's like he hands it to you. This also does thunder wave 3 times as well.
Oh.
And at any rate, he used to belong to another bard, but he got killed a long time ago. He says, "Oh, go ahead."
Sorry, just from a technical point, would I have to give up my lyre to have that with me?
No, it doesn't require attunement.
Cool. Yeah, I'll ask how much that is.
1,200 gold, because I found it off a dead body.
Oh. That I simply do not have that amount left now.
I could do it for a little bit lower. How far are you willing to go for this?
Would you take 1,000?
Make a persuasion check. That's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Offer.
In fact, how about a 1,000 gold, and Scales, the bard, will owe you a favour.
Oh, I do love a good favor. All right, I'm sold. 1,000 gold. Put it on the table. Let's have some fun.
Done.
Excellent.
And I will just like move off into the corner to let everybody else do their stuff, and I'm just starting to tune it.
Fair enough. It sounds pretty epic. It sounds like the classic, like so as you do see, he says, let's see, what kind of cloak? Do you want a hurty cloak or a helpy cloak or
I think a hurty cloak would just be unfair, wouldn't it?
it would be fun though, wouldn't it?
Just pat my shield and I'm like, I've got enough surprises.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, then we'll get a helpy shield.
That's a nice helpy cloak, you know. I just want to look good. Wow.
Here's one.
Being...
And he sort of has this sort of he has sort of a white cloak with a tie-dye swirl inside it.
Nice.
It's a cloak of a dimension door.
Jesus.
That is pretty good.
Once a long rest, you should be able to use dimension door with this.
That, I must say, that seems a little dangerous, jaunting between dimensions.
No, it's fine.
So I see if anyone else wants it. I was like, I think I might pass on diving into dangerous other worlds.
It's not dangerous. It's perfectly safe. All you do is just flit between this place and actually, technically, if the spell I think he's describing is correct, you just appear in one place. You don't go through any dimensions or any such thing. You just go poof, and then you're there.
Yeah,
No strange dimensions at all. No passing through of anything. You just go poof, and you appear somewhere else. It's very, very safe.
And it may be very good for infiltration missions.
And also, like, if you're standing at the back with me as I line up a shot, and you're like, "Surprise, motherfuckers!" and jump out in the middle of them. They're never going to see that coming.
Your mate's going to be really pleased, Jay. So, at any rate, he says, yes, absolutely, totally 100% safe. If you're not interested, I do have another cloak. It's a cloak that sort of flings you like a catapult.
Let's have a look at that one, shall we?
Oh, because that sounds safe.
Because it's called the cloak of vaulting.
Cloak of vaulting, eh?
Yeah, essentially, You sort of make a little bit of a jump. It's almost like you vaulted. So if you want to try to reach, say, a high window or a roof, it can get you there a little bit. Give you that extra oomph. Send you up 50 feet in the air.
Jesus. 50 feet in the air.
Yes.
My goodness. There's
Yeah.
like 25 of me.
Anyone would think you were trying to get rid of me.
Oh.
Well, then, my
You're
choice is
wearing
to
a
be
lot of armor,
catapult-
aren't you?
My choice is to be thrown high into the air, preferably to fall and harm myself, or to die in the grips of infernal magics. You know what? I think I'll pass on both of these.
Well, I mean,
no.
I could switch up and not do throwing things at all. I also have just some stuff that raises your protection level a little bit. I have a cloak of +2 AC.
Yeah, give that a bash.
Alright, fair enough. It's about like 150 gold.
Yeah, fine. Go.
Yeah, alright.
In fact, I'll give you 200 gold just for being an extra good chap.
Alright, well, thank you.
I
Cheers.
don't want to feel like I was wasting your time.
No, it's fine. Does anybody want the Dimension Door cloak?
No.
Yes, but I'm out of gold.
Me too.
Owe me another favor?
I can owe you a favour.
Oh, alright. Well, I mean, you can owe me a favor. There you go. 2 people owe me a favor. You two work together, and then I'll be perfect. Alright, here. Have that.
Oh, sweet merciful juice. How big is this cloak, by the way?
It's like a...
It should shrink your size, right? If it's a magic cloak.
I know. Oh yeah, it should be. I just like the idea of looking up this thing that's like 6 feet in length. Like,
That's not gonna fit.
it adjusts to your size.
Okay. I trust you.
Don't worry.
It would be a wrap of Displacer Cloak.
so I eventually have Dimension Door, right?
Yep, you have Dimension Door for 1 day a day.
I think that's like the Cape of Monty, whatever the hell it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just don't trust magic. Yeah.
You sure you
Things
don't?
are just better. That's better.
Just want to double check. You don't want a cloak of many things.
No, that sounds inherently dangerous.
Alright.
So tell me about this cloak.
No! No!
We have one that has a
I
whole.
know it's
We have one that's designed like this, and it's just like it pulls out a cloak of many things that has just all owlbear pictures on it.
Woot.
Hey. Maybe I'll be back for that.
Fair enough. If you say so. There you go. And he says, well, if anything else, if not, then have a wonderful day and thank you. Best of luck on your mission, whatever you're doing.
How about me?
Oh, what are you looking for?
Have you got anything that will better my reflex or my fisting action?
I got suspenders.
Crazy.
So you're trying to either have better reaction or do better fisting? What?
Yeah, something with a little punch to it.
Ah, okay. Let's see.
Some light fisting.
God.
I have a classic Ring of the Ram. I also have it's a real thing. Look it up. And I also have this thing, and he pulls out brass knuckles. If you want to give this a shot, here, just put these on real quick.
Yeah, try them on.
Yeah, he points to one of the corner like edges, and he's where there's a bunch of dummies, and he's like, throw a punch at that one, but not close to it. Just sort of look at it and throw a punch.
I do that.
You throw that, and it catches on fire.
Ooh! Fun!
Wow.
It's brass knuckles of holy flames.
Wow! How much are those?
It's about 500 gold for the set.
Sure, why not? Have it.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
And so, what are they called again? Sorry?
Brass knuckles of the holy flame, but it's like just basically a sacred flame.
Excellent.
Hadouken!
With a DC of 11.
Okie doke.
At those
Thank you
times
very
when you can't
much.
decide whether you want to punch him in the face or set him on fire.
I can do both now.
Yeah. Yes. My god wants me to punch you in the face and set you on fire.
The range is 30 feet.
30 feet.
So,
Brilliant.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Yeah,
Do you have anything that will make me quieter? Any fancy boots of some sort?
Do have some pairs of boots of silencing. If you don't have a, let's see. What does it say on the tag? It says if you don't have disadvantage on stealth, you should be able to have an advantage on stealth.
Sure. And what's the price for that?
They're about 900 gold apiece.
Really?
Well, like one pair is 900.
Okay, not for a single shoe. So if I had one leg.
So if you have one
Advantage,
leg,
only if you hop.
exactly. We also do boots of stealth for prosthetic legs as well, so don't worry.
Yeah, I'll have
Alright, fair enough.
I'll have those as well.
Thanks very much. So, if there's anything else, just let me know. Until then, have a wonderful day, and I'll be counting on that favor. Any other questions?
I think just some mechanic questions, but I don't know whether they need answering right now or not.
We'll do this after the recording.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think we should get back on our horse and cart and make our way to the black market.
As you do that, you make your way along the black market, and you are just sort of traveling about, and about maybe 20 or 15 minutes before you reach the black market, you do notice somebody sort of spying on the general public.
Can we see who it is? Oh,
You absolutely can see who it is next time with our mysterious guest.
Oh.
Who will it be? Here's a hint. Stream Annihilation. We'll see you guys next time. Make sure to follow Cognitive Merchant and Bloodthirsty Puppets. Make sure to please like, comment, subscribe here. Hit the bell. We do appreciate it, even though the dying times of YouTube are dying. But we are still working on it. And also please follow us on our Twitch, BNB_Tavern, where we will be starting to move a lot of our stuff there. And we thank you for everything. I personally thank these guys for staying up late and playing Dungeons and Dragons with me. I am so humbled to have these guys, and I love them every time. And I'm going to over-exaggerate every thank you I do with them. So, and now if you'll excuse me, I must go thank them even more. But we'll see you guys next episode. Goodbye!
bye.
Cheerio!